another reading from Goddess of like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. Let's see. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren and this is Lauren's Library. I'm here at my dad's house because I'm attending the Mississippi Book Festival tomorrow. And yeah, that's tomorrow. Today's Friday and it is Saturday morning, or all day Saturday really. I'm sorry, the sun. Let me see. And so since I'm only going to be here for the weekend, I bought a few graphic novels that I'm probably gonna finish. I want to try and finish all of these this weekend. But the first one I brought is Twisted Romance, and this is a collection of 12 comics, well, comic book writers who I think they're writing their own little short graphic novel stories revolving romance. I'm not sure 100%. And then I brought Almost American Girl by Robin Ha, and this is an illustrated memoir about her experience, I think she being Korean American, in Huntsville, Alabama. Well, that'll be a good one. And this one, probably my most anticipated one, Wash Day Diaries by Jamila Rouser and Robin Smith. So I think I'm going to start with, I have no idea. I think I want to start with Wash Day Diaries, since it is my most anticipated. I'll start with this one, and I'll see where it goes from there. And I'll vlog my experience tomorrow at the book festival, so I'll update you all on that too as well. So yeah, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Okay everybody, I'm back. I finished, that's the wrong book. I finished Wash Day Diaries, and it was 5 out of 5 stars. Who's surprised? It was so good. I can't wait to reread it in a couple of months or something. Whenever I have a feeling to reread, I'm gonna enjoy this all over again. But if you don't know, Wash Day Diaries follows 4 friends, and each chapter or section of this graphic novel follows a different friend and their, well, not their wash day, but their journey with their hair, whether it be them doing someone else's hair, going to get their hair done, doing their hair themselves, or calling a friend to do it for them, and just their perspective on their hair journey. And it was very good and beautiful. I don't know, while I was reading outside, I pointed out there was a friend, let me see if I can find the page here, but there was a friend in this friend group who was going through kind of a depressive state mentally. She wasn't all there, like she was just sad and didn't have the urge to want to do anything to her hair. So she called one of the friends, Cookie, to come over and do her hair. But like, this is her like telling her friend that she's not feeling well mentally, and then you see like all of her texts, because the story is told from her POV, and then when Cookie talks, you see that it is yellow and bright, and while hers is like a muted blue. But I just really enjoyed this. No bad things to say about it. I enjoyed every aspect of this. I want more. I would read more. I would consume more in different avenues. It was so good. 5 out of 5 stars. So now, tonight I'm probably going to read Almost American Girl by Robin Ha after I get ready for bed. So I'll probably have to update you all on this one in the morning, and I'll talk to y'all then. Okay, everybody, we're here. I'm sorry this looks crooked. My dashboard is crooked, or diagonal. But we've made it to the Mississippi Book Festival. I'm super excited. This year, this is my 2nd year, and this year, Carter's coming with me. Carter's here. Want to say hey, Carter? He's in his car seat right here. But yeah, I'm about to get out. This year is going to be a little different because I don't know what all I'm going to do, because this year they don't have a lot of authors that I know, like, at all. The only author that I know here is probably Jason Reynolds and Lois Lowry. So I may sit in on their panels. I don't know. I'm just going to go. I've scanned the panel schedule. I'm just going to go get a program and see what I'm actually going to do. I haven't decided yet. I know I'm going to shop at all of the tents and everything and all the independent bookstores. But yeah, I'll record all of it for y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Instead, he continued to stand there, making himself a promise. Before Vanessa...
Okay, guys, so we left, what did I say? We left the book festival. There were a lot of people there. It was very hot. And so last year I stayed from the beginning to the end. But this year, because last year it was kind of like gloomy and rainy. So I guess that's why this year it was a lot more people. Please don't come over on me. Thank you. And so we left since 12 o'clock. I got there like 9:40. We left at 12 o'clock. I didn't get to go to all of the tents that I wanted to because they were just so full of people. And I didn't want to be in anybody's way because I had Carter with me. So I just didn't worry about it. And I got my t-shirt. I'll show y'all everything I got, but I did go to one independent bookstore tent because they weren't as packed as Lemuria, if I'm saying that correctly. I always think I'm saying that wrong. But yeah, I'm headed to Firestone, so my dad can give me an oil change now, and we'll probably head home after that. I wanted to go to, there used to be a used bookstore I used to go to when I lived here, but they've shut down apparently. It says December of last year. So that's where I was going to go afterwards, but they're closed down. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I do something, I'll let y'all know. Let's see y'all later. Bye-bye. Okay guys, I'm back home from the Mississippi Book Festival in Jackson, Mississippi. And I had a good time. It was extremely hot, so I had to wash my hair because it was full of sweat. But I didn't go. Let me see, where is my fans? I have fans. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here's the program for this year. I really like the art piece they decided to go with. It's very beautiful. It doesn't have who it's by on here. It's somewhere in here. By Patrick Puckett, to present Lost and Found. It's very beautiful. But this year I didn't go to any panels. I mentioned that before. There weren't really any that I was interested in. I know Jason Reynolds had one, but I knew that was going to be packed. And Lois Lowry, those were probably like the only two that I was interested in going to. But I really didn't trust Carter to not cause a commotion in those panels. Like, he was good the whole day until like around 12 o'clock, and that was when we were headed out anyway, where he wanted to get out and run after people. Not run after people, but run around. But what I did do, I ate, I enjoyed, I visited some of the like, there's this place called like the Authors Alley, and it's people who are independently published, and they're able to sell their books there, or any thing there they have for sale, I guess. And that's the first place I went. I stopped at one girl's booth or table, and her name is Taylor Jennings, and we had a really good conversation, and I bought 2 books from her. This is a romance novel. I don't know much about it. I just wanted to support her, so I'll read this one day. It's called What Lies Inside. And the second one I bought was kind of like an inspirational book. It's called Beautiful Wildflower. I think it's considered a children's book. And I got this one. This was $10, and this one was $12. So that's the first place I stopped. And then, oh no, the first place I stopped every year, is getting the year's t-shirt. And so here's this year's t-shirt. Was that on camera? Yeah, it has like the date of the festival and this year's art piece by a local artist. So I got that. That was the first thing I got, and where I got my program. And then I walked around some more, enjoyed the people, talked to people, and then they have the independent bookstores on one side. That I recorded it in the video. And I went to Lemuria's, which is a bookstore in Jackson, but their tent every year is always packed. So there wasn't really, I just didn't have room to look around in there, so I left that tent and I went to the Friendship Bookstore. I think that's the name of it. Is it on the bag? No, it's not. No, I have a sticker, but I don't know what I did with it. And I completely forgot to pick up a bookmark. But I think it's called the Friendship Bookstore, and it's in Columbus, Mississippi. I went to their tent, and I went to another tent. I can't remember their name. Another independent bookstore, but they had a lot of, it was like photography books that I looked through. Those were really nice. But I did most of my shopping in the Friendship Bookstore. The first book, I got a lot of books from them. Oh, that's not something. I don't know what bag I put that sticker in. Oh, here it is. Hopefully the bookstore name is on here. Friendly City Books. I don't know where I got Friendship. That's Friendship Baptist Church, what I was thinking about. But Friendly City Books in Columbus, Mississippi. That's where I got these. I picked this book up, the first book I have. This is the first book I picked up. They're not in no order. I just, however I pull them out of the bag. But Long Division by Keith Lehman. And this is why I was intrigued. It's the same cover on the back, flipped. And apparently, this is about a kid, a 14-year-old Sidney Colton. He's a YouTube celebrity, but there's somebody of the same name in 1985 that's on the flip side of the book. And so that's why I was very intrigued and I wanted to pick this up. So I can't wait to see what this is about, because this is a very interesting concept. And the next book I have here is Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. And I think this is just a story about like upper class New England life, New York life. And I just like reading about rich people and all the stuff they do and don't have to do. And then the next thickums I got is One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris. And if this is the one that I'm thinking about, yeah, this follows a girl who was sexually assaulted. In Savannah, Georgia. She's sexually assaulted and she ends up getting pregnant. And so she moves away with her baby and away from the guy who sexually assaulted her. But something happens with her father where she has to come back to Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, to take care of her father. And that's when she runs into the guy who sexually assaulted her family. And they're wanting a relationship with her daughter and all the trials and tribulations that go along with that, because she doesn't want a relationship with his family because he assaulted her. So I'm curious to see how this is all going to play out. And this is an author and I've never heard of, so I'm excited to get a new author on my shelf. The next book I got was Nick by Michael Farris Smith. And this is a story about Nick from The Great Gatsby. This is a book based surrounding his life. Basically, my only thing is, when I picked this up, I was like, this looks like, I figured it was a Great Gatsby retelling of some sort, or a spin-off of The Great Gatsby, because it's a similar cover. I think this is the exact cover I have. You know what? I'm about to go check if I have this cover. Okay, I can't find my copy. I don't know where it is. I have a box full of all of my old school books, but I don't know where it is. I read it in like 11th grade, but it's a very similar cover. My only thing is, why is it this long? The Great Gatsby is literally probably a quarter of this book. So I'm curious to see what all he has to say, because this is a very long book for something that's based around. I feel like it should be the same length as The Great Gatsby, you know? But we'll see. I need to find my copy with all my notes and stuff, like the green light, red light, whatever. Okay, the last book I have is a historical fiction based in New Orleans, and it's called The Seamstress of New Orleans. And it's set in 1900, and it's about the first all-female Mardi Gras crew in New Orleans. And I think it's about a girl who ends up leaving her husband or something. I'm not sure, but it was a historical fiction that was sitting by the register and I wanted it, basically. So that's all I got. Not all, but well, it is all, but never mind. But these are the books that I purchased. Ouch. Okay, so these are the books that I purchased at the Mississippi Book Festival. Ta-da, ta-da. So, that's all I really did. I just had a good time being in the atmosphere, looking around at all the books that were for sale. Where am I? There's so much stuff around me. Oh, here they are. They were under the t-shirt. My independently published books. While there, I guess I can go over what I read while there. I discussed already Wash Day Diaries. I really enjoyed it. And I also read All American Girl by Robin Ha. And this one follows a girl who was born and raised in Korea. And one day her mom tells her they're going on a trip to America. And they end up going to Alabama. I don't think she ever specified the city. I may be wrong. But when they get to Alabama, land at the Alabama airport, they run into a man named Mr. Kim, who her mother's been talking to, which she's not, the main character doesn't really know that her mom's been dating this guy. And so one day, they've been there a week, her mom lets her know that she's going to marry Mr. Kim and that they're staying in Alabama. And she throws a huge fit, obviously, and we just go through her life, mostly in Alabama, where she's dealing with a language barrier, not having friends, culture shock, and all the racism and bullying she faces while entering a new school as the new international student. And we also, on the other hand, towards the end though, we don't get much of her happiness. They end up moving to Virginia, and it's a very stark difference from her school in Alabama that she initially went to. And in Virginia, they have an ESL program. They have an entire class for students who English isn't their first language from all over the world, and she gets to know them. And they also have a Korean population in Virginia that she gets to know. And it was a really fun read. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I guess since I showed you my favorite panel in Wash Day Diaries, I can show you my favorite panel in this book if I can find it. Let me see. Oh, this one. So she's been at the school for a while, and then one day she receives a letter in the mail from her friends in Korea from her old school, and she kind of uses the strength that she gathers from the letters, and the author or illustrator shows it as like her friends as like these imaginary apparitions helping her get through her school day in America, in Alabama. So I guess that one would be my favorite panel. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars, which feels kind of weird since it's a memoir. But yeah, that is the end of my Mississippi Book Festival vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.